Hey everyone. You guys can go ahead and post your questions that you have. Really quickly, I'm only going to be here for about an hour or so. I have plans. I'll try to be back again later on tonight. But for now, this is just going to be a shorter stream. Make sure you get your donations in early if you do want a reading with me. We're going to go ahead and kick this off with our 15 minutes of free yes no. If you all did donate, please let me know so I can add you to my list. Hey Jades. Luna Moon, hello. I'm doing okay. Thank you for asking. Whoop. There's a card in there somewhere. Queen of Swords. I am getting a yes, take charge. I think in time they will. I don't know if I'm feeling that they are right now, but I would. So I'll have to say maybe, most likely not, but I think it's possible to happen down the road. I am getting a no, Sanch. Sorry, y'all. I do have a no, 8 of Cups, Jades. I am getting a yes, Ace of Cups, Alexandra. You're welcome, Emily. I have a yes, the Magician for Luna Moon. Hey, TJ Davis, welcome back. I have a yes, Knight of Wands. King of Wands. Yes, Moon Pie. You're welcome, everyone. Yes, TJ, you can ask a yes or a no question. You just follow along in my description. I know that you're kind of new. So in the description of each live stream, I will have a section about free readings. And all you have to do is post the keyword or the emoji along with your question that I have in the description to be added to the free list. Hey Vetus, do you have a yes or no question today? Readable Tarot, hello. I'm not sure if you're new. I think you might be. If so, welcome. I have a yes, the Fool readable. And secretly, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Swords. Your intuition is correct. You're welcome, guys. Instantly, a yes flew out of the deck. Ace of Cups, Alex. You're welcome, readable. I have a no, positive vibes, and a no at the bottom of the deck as well. Just listening. Well, thank you for being here, Vetus. I appreciate it. Just a reminder, guys, this is going to be a shorter stream. I'm only going to be on for about an hour or so make sure you get your donations in early if you plan to get a reading with me. As I was mentioning before, I do have plans after this. My hope is to be back early enough to do another stream later. Luna Moon, thank you for the donation. We'll get to you shortly. I have a yes. The Chariot initiating is actually, I feel, one of the words to describe this card. It's taking charge, it's moving forward, very determined and motivated energy. So I am getting a yes, Jasmine. We have a few minutes left of the free list. Make sure you get your questions in early. If you have one, you're welcome, Jasmine. As soon as the timer goes off, we will be moving on to donations. You're welcome, everybody. Hello, Rashima. How are you? Hey, Liz. How are you? Luna Moon, if you are ready, you can go ahead and get your questions sent over. I'm ready. Rising, hello. Thank you for the donation. It's good to see you. I have a yes, Liz. Communication. I have a yes RS for you. Yes, Luna Moon, feel free. I actually just re-downloaded that app. My store, I run low on storage, and so I just have the ability to do that. So you can go ahead and send your messages on there if you, oh my gosh, if you'd like to. No, that's okay. I understand you wanted to keep it private. That's fine. Lishba, I have a yes. 6 of Cups. Rashima, interesting. I am getting a no right now, but I do feel at the bottom of the deck possibly some struggle surrounding this for you. But I see you wanting to kind of get yourself planted somewhere and settled down. So I see that desire. You can change this outcome, but I am getting a no right now. We are working on our free readings, Sarifa. We have about 3 minutes left. Hey Becca, how are you? Looks like my ooh, do you see that? Nose. I'm getting a no for both. So Sarif, I'm getting a no for you. It looks like my internet is not doing so good, so let me refresh really quickly. I do have a no, beautiful love. I hope I'm wrong. I feel like something will come from this, but I don't feel like it's a hired on the spot situation. I am getting a yes for J-Lo. I am getting a yes, the star Becca. All right, so that is it for time. We're going to move on to donations. Hopefully the camera is a little more clear for you guys now. Everyone says that whenever I put an emoji. Last night I did a mango and someone was like, I want mango now. Subliminal messaging. Alishba, I am not sure if your question is answered, hon. You'll have to scroll back. I think it was a yes, but you'll have to scroll back. I don't have time anymore to keep like redoing things. You're welcome, beautiful. Beautiful love's gonna donate. Okay, thank you. I'll add you to the list. Beauty, it's okay. TJ Davis, just so you know, I did answer your question earlier. In order to get added to the free list moving forward, once you're a subscriber, you do have to type in the correct emoji or keyword along with your question. That information is in the free section in the description. So since you missed it, you can read how to do that in the future. So just read the description, scroll down to the free section, and then you'll understand a little bit better. And then it's always a yes or no question. You have to get it in before the timer goes off, okay? Okay, so we have Luna Moon Rising and Beautiful Love. Let me confirm Beautiful Love really quickly here. Thank you, Beautiful Love, for confirming where you donated. That helps because I work out of like a million different apps when I do these live streams. Okay. So on the donation list, we have Luna Moon, then Rising, then Beautiful. Those are all BOGO, so you get a regular reading and then an extra question. We are going to start with Luna Moon. I am reading her question she sent on WhatsApp. Okay, Luna Moon, I read your message. What is your question now? What would you like to know? No, you have everyone, Luna Moon. All the donations correct. Luna Moon, can you do me a favor and check your WhatsApp in just a second? I have a question for you. Okay. Freestyle. What do you need to know regarding the Scorpio? Yeah, absolutely. You are very welcome. First, I just want to kind of check in with the energy really quick. So give me a second when I do that. Okay, so these are the two things that came out, family and commitment. So this is the energy that he's in right now. He's feeling free, but he is also grieving his past. And I think it's very possible that even though there are physical things that you see that indicate that he is moving on and moving forward, what it feels like is that at the time he thought that moving out was the only obstacle. And now that he is in that process, he's realizing that he has a lot more to work through, a lot more to heal. And I think that things are becoming very real for him. I honestly think he could be making some excuses. But I think that he thought that he would be further along than he is at this point. I think he thought that things would be easier, he would have more clarity, but he is grieving his past. He feels committed to his family right now, in the sense that he still needs to heal that and he still needs to let them go. I think that this is harder on him than he thought it was going to be. That doesn't mean that he still has feelings or anything like that, no romantic feelings, but all in all, I think that this is harder for him than he thought it was going to be. Okay, so let's pull some cards here. Okay, so what they're showing me is that he still does have love for you. He's just needing more space right now. So not like more space, meaning like he needs more than what is going on, but he needs more time alone is what I'm trying to say. He is looking for more solitude, like an extension of that time frame of like being on his own. He is needing more space. And I'm trying to like word this the right way. He's not wanting whatever is going on right now, separation wise, he needs it to last longer. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that he doesn't want to be in communication with you and he doesn't want to see you, but whatever you guys are experiencing at this time as far as separation, maybe your communication is a little bit in and out, maybe nothing feels really consistent right now. He's needing more of that. I think because, like I said before when I was channeling, that he is feeling like things are harder than he thought they were going to be. And I think that that's kind of the issue, is he's being smacked with reality right now. It's like hitting him in the face. And he is realizing that maybe he doesn't have it all figured out. But I feel like after this time, this in the long run, brief time of separation, that what he does want from you is he does want to show you that he appreciates you, and he does want you guys to be able to get through this, rise from this, overcome this. And in his mind, I still feel like he has this goal that you guys are going to be together. But I think that in a sense he is grieving. We had that grieving card. I feel like he is, oh look, we have reconciliation between you guys. He is grieving, right? So even though he has this freedom, I still feel like it's almost like he's in mourning of the life that he doesn't have anymore, and it's harder than he thought. So like that's kind of the message that I'm getting. It's not derailing your plans, it's just delaying them a while longer. And I know that that's hard. I know that that's not necessarily something that you want to hear because you kind of have been waiting already for a very long time. But this is his process, and unfortunately, we can't really rush that too much. I feel that he feels stressed out. I think he wants to do what's best for his child, this family that he is trying to kind of keep together. That's kind of what I'm getting, is that he feels a little bit conflicted. He's trying to make this as seamless, as easy as possible. He doesn't want his child to feel like their relationship is changing and their dynamic is changing. He wants to make sure that this is as easy on him as possible. So I think it's just a matter of him trying to navigate through this new life that he's building for himself, this new place he has established, and he's just trying to get his bearings, is what I'm getting for the most part. But don't take that as like he's changing his mind. I don't feel that way. I feel like he still has these plans. So that's kind of what I'm picking up right now, Luna Moon. What is your next question? TJ, thank you so much for following the instruction that I gave you. I did say that our free list is done. Our timer went off like 15 minutes ago. So if you want that question answered, you're more than welcome to donate, but it would not be for free. We do free readings at the beginning, and you have to get your question in within that time frame, okay? Hey, beautiful love. I'm not doing spicy questions today. I've been doing a lot of typed readings lately, and that's kind of the time that you would do that because I do have to email them. Unfortunately, YouTube has specific guidelines, and I don't want to interfere with those. So when I do a spicy type session, you can ask those questions, and I basically email you your reading. But I do it live. I email you during the live stream. Okay, perfect. So let's see if your intuition is correct. What will happen between Scorpio and Luna Moon from February on? Ooh, I like that. First out, we have the 10 of Cups. Rising Storm, if you're in here, you can go ahead and post your questions. This is also very promising, the 6 of Wands. This is the card that came out in your last reading that we just did. And I was asking, what does he want from this? And that was one of the cards, the 6 of Wands. So far, he's wanting to feel your love. He's wanting to feel in balance with you, in harmony with you, where you guys are on the same page and you want the same things. So I do feel, as you mentioned, a positive shift after a short time of him trying to get his bearings and figuring out his new life that he's living now. Rising, I have your first question. Thank you. He's very much looking forward to, Scorpio is very much looking forward to you guys being happy together and wanting the same things and finally being in a place where you guys can have those things and basically be free of obstacles or challenges. Like he knows that there's every step of the way of you guys coming back in union, there's always been this block, and I think that he's very much looking forward to feeling that freedom, feeling like it's okay for him. You know, he's let this go, he's worked through it, he's processed it, he's, you know, figured it all out, and now he's in a place where things are easy, things can be public, he can be with you in public. You know, I just feel like that's kind of where he is just he's looking forward to just a completely free life with you where he doesn't have to worry about any of these other things being in the way. I'm not sure if you're open to children, but children is coming through strongly. I think because he is a father himself, he wants to make sure that, I think the connection that you have with his child is very important. So that is something that he is worried about or thinking about, concerned about, because if you don't get along with his child, then he knows that that's a make or break. That's a deal breaker for him. So that's something that's coming through. So he hopes that you guys get along. And that also, if you're in a place where you're considering having more children yourself, he may want to have or fantasize about having children with you and you guys being a family. Yeah, I know that. I just didn't know if you were interested in more kids. Oh, Becca, thank you so much. Yeah, so honestly, I see you guys coming back together, Luna Moon, February on through the rest of the year. He's still, it might be towards the end of February, if I'm honest, but I feel like he's just got to get into a routine. He has to get into a rhythm. He has to figure out like the logistics of his new life. Like that's all I keep hearing him say, like new life, new life, new life. Like he's trying to navigate through that. So I feel like a couple weeks of him knowing like what he's doing, where he's going, and getting some kind of routine down, things are going to feel a lot more stabilized for him, and then he's going to be more open to introducing something new like you into his life. I think that he has a lot of hands in all the pots. It's an expression, meaning that he has a lot going on at one time. I do remember the 10 of Wands, I think it was, that was in your last reading. He just has a lot going on, and so he needs some of those things to kind of settle in and settle down before he feels like he can add another variable or another something new into the mix. And yeah, that's what I'm feeling. So I think that's why I'm pushing more towards the end of February. But regardless, I do see positive shifts happening with you guys this year. I think that you are going to start seeing some of your visuals, manifestations, things like that, that you've had visions between the two of you actually come to life. They're actually going to materialize and be something tangible for you this year, is what I feel. I see you guys also talking a lot about your feelings for one another face to face. And I feel like just generally a lot of what you've been wanting to happen is actually going to come through for you. Luna Moon, thank you so much. You're very welcome, Luna Moon. Thank you. All right, so now we are on to Rising. Okay, so my intuition was telling me no. I got confirmation, and I am getting a no again. I feel like with the Emperor here that this is kind of him showing that he's unmoved, unchanged, like he's not gonna do anything different than what he's been doing. I see with the Four of Pentacles him like holding on tightly to this ex-girlfriend. So I feel like he's kind of wants to like let that cycle run through until he knows that there's nothing left. He kind of wants to see it through with this person. No, that was upright. Sorry. The bottom, I know it's hard to see. We have the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Wands, the Fool. The Empress. So he's still looking at you as being what his perception is, I've got to say, because I feel like he could be kind of fantasizing about you a lot, and he doesn't really like know you, even though there's this perceived idea or notion that he feels like he does. But despite all of that from the outside, he views you as like this ethereal being. He thinks very like you're very otherworldly. And I think that that could be an intimidation factor. Not because he's not confident within himself per se. I do feel like there is a lack of self-esteem because of basically the things he's been through or chose to put himself through. But I feel like that's not necessarily what's holding him back from approaching you. I think it's more so he doesn't want to. Mm, what is this? Keep hearing dim the light, but I don't think that's like the right turn of phrase. Like I hear taint maybe, like he doesn't want to mess up your life, and I feel like he'd rather you kind of be this like angelic force over like living your life while he figures out his shit, like while he figures out his mess. He doesn't want to like mess with it. So I think honestly that's like a level of respect in my opinion, that he would not want to make a move or approach you without making sure that this other situation is final. But I do feel like that because he doesn't know for a fact your feelings, and he doesn't know that that's even an option for him, it's keeping him in this cycle. So it's almost like damned if you do, damned if you don't. Because I feel like if he knew he had a chance, it would might make him like make it a little bit easier for him to separate himself from this other person. But at the same time, as I was getting from your previous readings, I think I did yesterday, that they kind of want to just make sure that there's nothing left here in this connection. Like they're gonna run this well dry, and they're gonna see what they can do or what they can make of it until like they just legit have lost all respect, feelings, attraction, anything for one another. But I do see him kind of holding on and holding back when it comes to approaching you. I don't think this is going to happen while the ex is still in the picture. Rising, I hope that kind of gave you some clarity. I am ready for your second question whenever you are. Donations will be open for about 15 more minutes if anybody else wants to donate. And then I am going to have to run after I finish my donation list. As I was telling others earlier, I will try to be back later on. If I can get back early enough, I will be on. You're very welcome, Rising. He was thinking about what with the ex? What was he thinking about with the ex? I know you said you wanted insight on it. But what was he thinking about? Beautiful love, if you are in here, you can go ahead and post your questions if you're ready. Oh, I got you. Well, that tea is hot. Interesting. Okay. And they're really toxic for each other, aren't they? Let's see if there's any insight on this. Let's see if I'm feeling the same thing. If that was the case, I do sense that their energy would be something he would lift it. Like if he did it, it would be in the moment. He wouldn't have thought it through, and then he probably would like lift it or like try to take it back or whatever. Like say that he doesn't want the restraining order anymore. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna put this off to the side. Beautiful love, I have your questions. Shit. Hey Bloomer, since you're new, you can ask a yes or a no question. Yeah, that's fine. It'll be just a minute though, okay? So at the bottom, rising, I have Queen of Cups, the Sun, Nine of Cups, Four of Pentacles, and the Emperor. You know, my intuition is telling me that I've never picked up anything like the law per se, like involving the law in their toxicity, but understanding their dynamic and feeling their dynamic, I do feel like this is something that could happen. I am getting a yes with the Eight of Wands. I've never picked up this specific detail, but that doesn't mean that's not correct. But what I do feel is that it would be very impulsive to do something like this. It would be like, you know, when they had an argument or she stopped by when he said she needs to leave him alone or whatever. Like it would definitely be during a time of like when they're on the outs with each other. But I feel like it would be a momentary lapse in judgment. I feel like he would immediately regret it, and I feel like he would lift it or like try to cancel it or whatever the word is. Like he would try to basically take it back, right? He would try to remove that from the record. So with that being said, I'm never going to like knock another reader and what they said if you were told this, because I can definitely see that happening. Without a doubt, I could definitely see that happening. But I think that he is torn. He would be torn. And he would feel a sense of loss. And I feel like he would immediately regret that decision. I think that the reason why he would do something like this is because he would feel smothered by her. He would feel like her feelings have overpowered her common sense. And I think that he probably would be a bit nervous about it. But I think that they both are to blame for the most part for allowing each other to be in each other's company. Like, I feel like they're both to blame here. I feel like she's more toxic, but I do feel like he has a problem. Like, he has an issue not being able to let go. And I think that it makes it, because he even has the Emperor and the Four of Pentacles. Remember, this was the same exact order of the last reading, the way that it started, I think, and it's ending that way. So it's just making me feel like I would put money probably on the fact that that's something that's possible that would happen within their relationship. But I just don't think it's something that would last very long. I mean, even if you look at it non-spiritually, non-intuition wise, think of how much she comes around. Like, I just think that it's because he allows it to happen. And he's the type of person that just wants to see it through. He just wants to see, I guess, how bad they can fuck each other up or something. I'm not really sure about that. But to answer your question, I am getting that I could see that happening. I see that as a real possibility. And I feel like it's something that would happen. It might have already happened if that's the case. The Eight of Wands is fast. It's something that happens very quickly. A sudden change, a sudden thought, an impulsive decision. It happens fast without really much thought going into it. A lot of the times it's just something you just do, or something you just experience very quickly. But I think there would be instant regret. We have the Five of Cups here, which talks about regret. So yeah, that's what I've got. If you have any other questions about this rising, let me know. But I'm hoping that I answer this sufficiently. You're welcome, rising. Thank you so much. You're awesome. Thank you again for your donation. We are going to move on to Beautiful Love. So the first thing I am hearing, Beautiful Love, is that this will be unexpected. I feel like you are getting some information on that this is possible to happen this year. And I'm not saying unexpected as in like you guys didn't try for this or you didn't plan it, but I think it still surprises you either way. As far as timing, I am getting towards the end of this year. It would likely be between like September of this year and maybe into the beginning of next year is kind of what I'm getting, early beginning of next year. Um, as far as like if you were to get pregnant this year, when would it be? So I would say anytime between September and the end of the year is likely, but it could be sometime between September 2023 and like February 2024 is kind of the dates that I'm getting right now. Let's see, what other information can I get for Beautiful Love regarding this? Lots of swords happening here. Beautiful love, beautiful love. I feel like there's a message that I'm getting that I don't feel like is anyone else's business, and so I don't want to say it out loud. Beautiful love, if you can email me, lunaaffinity@yahoo.com, and I'll tell you what I just got. Let's see, what else? I'll send you that message. Okay, so we have happy family, we have new beginnings, we have taking time to spend alone together. So let's just say this is kind of talking a little bit about the pregnancy itself, is that maybe even once baby is here, possibly, you guys would be spending a lot of time as like a family unit, like the three of you, or you know, if you have twins, the four of you, like, but you guys would be spending a lot of like one-on-one time together. You wouldn't have like a lot of visitors or outside people. It would just be like you guys spending that one-on-one time together is kind of what I'm seeing. I feel like also that you might not have faith in like either his desire to have children or his readiness. And it's hard for you to visualize you actually becoming a parent, or having, depending on how many kids you have, having a child with him. I think that it's hard for you to envision because you just don't know if your relationship is there yet. But it is something that you do like to think about. It's just hard for you to really think that this is a possibility. That is something that's coming through, but Spirit is saying trust in your intuition. I feel like your husband he is excited about having a child. I feel like this is something he would want and he'd be happy about, but I don't know if he necessarily feels ready. And so I feel like your intuition with that, if you feel like his readiness in that department isn't quite there, I feel like you would be kind of spot on. That's what I'm sensing. I just got your email, so let me send it to you really quickly. Okay. I just sent it to you, so you should have it any second. So yeah, you said he's not ready. That's true. So that's kind of what I'm getting. Is that, if he finds out that he is going to be a dad, you guys are pregnant, especially if you guys are trying, this is something that he's going to be very excited about. I think in the end, either way, even if it comes as a surprise, he'll be happy. But I think it's just he doesn't necessarily feel ready at this time, and I'm definitely sensing that. So yeah, that's what I've got for that question. Let's go ahead and move on to the second one. Okay, what to expect on birthday from hubby. Okay, what to expect from hubby on Beautiful Love's birthday week. What to expect from hubby. Let's do a different deck. All right, guys, so my donation list is, I'm going to go ahead and close it. We'll do a last call for anyone who's in here hanging out. If you guys want to donate, I'll still take one, but for now, we're just going to go ahead and close the list. What to expect from hubby on birthday week, please. What to expect from hubby on birthday week. Whoa, 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 whoa. So I do like the Queen of Water coming over top of the King of Water and it being the center of your reading. That makes me feel good. There is a level of the fragility of your relationship coming through right now. I think that you guys are strong and then you have issues and then I don't know, you guys go through these motions, it seems. And around the time of your birthday week, it seems like maybe you're very hopeful that you're going to get something from him, but you're really not sure. But you're hopeful. I feel like you will feel celebrated by your husband. I feel like he is going to do something that kind of puts a smile on your face and makes you feel like acknowledged and celebrated. Specifically what I'm getting is like a card with like heartfelt words or hey Rocky's World, you can definitely donate, but after you, my list will be closed, okay? I don't know if you guys have seen those things where it's like thoughtful gifts, like Instagram pushes them out where like you get like a constellation picture of the like with the moon, what moon phase it was like on the night that you guys got together or had your first kiss or something like that. I feel like this could generally be a sentimental type gift. I think it would be from the heart. I don't know if it would be a very expensive gift, but I do feel like it would be something that was meaningful or sentimental to some extent, like a handwritten letter or a card with some nice words in it. Um, I don't know, I just heard dinner. So, I mean, he might want to take you to dinner possibly, but I just feel like maybe to an extent, beautiful love, you're not really expecting too much, but I think that what he comes through with, it makes you feel good. So I feel like you're happy at the end of the night because we end the reading with Ace of Fire and Unity. So it's like you guys coming together and being on, um, feeling like you guys are just at least getting along for the sake of the day. And I feel like you guys just kind of want to put a pause on everything and just really enjoy being in each other's presence or something along those lines. It's like I feel like you're going to be happy. That's like really the main thing is I feel like you're going to be surprised maybe or you know just feel appreciated. If you guys are able to spend time together, though, I do feel like you guys might want to hook up or something along those lines, get together, because there could be some level of sexual tension between you guys with the Ace of Fire. Like, I feel like his desire to want to spend time with you on your birthday, I'm not necessarily fully seeing that happen, but I feel like he is going to try to do something to make you feel celebrated. So that's like the main thing that I'm getting. Rocky's World, you said you donated. Okay, you can go ahead and post your question. Oh my goodness, I am so sorry. I didn't realize that we were on mute. Let me reiterate what I was saying. I don't know if you heard anything that I had said before, but basically, I was starting off saying that it's funny because I was looking at the Cash App and I saw your name under the Cash App donation, and I was telling you that my cousin has the same name with the same spelling and she goes by Rocky, and I just think that's so funny. So it just made me think of her, and it was just something funny I wanted to share with you. But in regards to your reading, I didn't dig too far into it or anything like that. I just was basically saying that I feel like he was excited about it, like he liked it, and it's something that he wants to continue to do with you or continue to move forward. So, whatever level of your connection you feel you are, whether you're just dating, just hanging out, or if you're actually in a relationship, regardless, he wants to pursue this. He wants to continue to move forward. Another thing that I got was that he felt like something that happened with you guys is like a wish coming true for him. So he felt like something he's been wanting to say or wanting to hear you say or wanting to do with you actually happened finally for him. But I do feel like there was some level still of holding back, because as I was shuffling, I saw the Justice and the Temperance card, which makes me feel like he had a truth inside of him that he was holding back from saying to you. Temperance talks about tempering your desires, having self-control, self-discipline, and Justice talks about speaking your truth and speaking honestly. And so I feel like there was something that I think he wanted to say or would have liked, an impulse he would have liked to act on, that I think he kind of held back a little bit on that. Either didn't say or didn't do or something along those lines, because maybe he wasn't sure how you were going to react, if you would like it, if you would be upset about it. It feels good to me. It feels like something he's excited about, but at the same time, I feel like he just wasn't sure your reaction. He didn't want to like spook you or anything like that by speaking or saying something or doing something maybe too rushed, too quickly, or something along those lines. But regardless, I feel like he does want to continue to move forward in this. I feel like he wants to give you more time, more effort. He wants to give you more. And that's pretty much all I had said at this point. Oh, you said you think I know, you know what I'm talking about. That's funny. But that's so far all I had said. So you didn't miss too much. I am sorry that it was muted. But I do feel like he's thinking back fondly on these memories. I think that basically what you guys did, you're hanging out, the experience you guys shared yesterday, I do feel like he's replaying this over and over and over and over and over. Like, I just don't feel like it has stopped. It's something he keeps thinking about. Let's see, why? So ego is here along with the Four of Fire. And I was wondering why this came out, and I wasn't sure. But ego talks about fueling your desires, fueling your cardinal wishes and desires. And ego can a lot also talk about sexual chemistry and like wanting to explore that and wanting to dig into that. But we also have the Four of Fire. And so it almost talks about like the fact that they came out at the same time, almost like a inner battle or inner struggle, is that I feel like he wanted to put the moves on you. He like really wanted to show you, but he also didn't want you to get the wrong idea that this was just like a one-time thing. This was like a hookup. That's kind of what I'm getting with these two cards falling out, is that he didn't want you to get the wrong impression or feel like his intentions weren't pure by wanting to take things to that next level physically. So yeah, that's what I've got for you. You do get a second free question with this BOGO. So if you have another question, let me know. You're thinking about it a lot too. That's sweet. Yeah, you're good. Becca, thanks for your help too. I noticed that you're kind of in and out, like chiming in and stuff. So I wanted to thank you for answering some people's questions. If I don't see them right away, I do appreciate that. Okay, is Roberto thinking about moving in? You know, this is actually really cute, really sweet energy that I'm picking up. It's like, I feel like you guys feel the same way about each other, but you're also kind of like shy to admit that or to say that. I do feel like he's ready for change. We have the life experience here, which is the Tower in the traditional tarot. And it talks about significant life events, powerful revelations that lead to change, time to spread your wings and kind of just get out there and do things maybe a little bit out of your comfort zone or out of something that you've experienced. Let's see. I feel like listen to your intuition because I feel like it's been telling you yes, and I am getting a yes. It talks about new partnerships or contracts. So this could talk about like actual, you know, when you talk about new partnership or contract, you are basically talking about a commitment that you're making. And that's showing up here in this reading. And it also talks about continuing to move forward. So I feel like he's ready for something serious, like more serious. I think he would be worried about his financial situation. Um, like he wouldn't want to move in with you for the wrong reasons. So, for example, if this were to save him money and it makes more sense practically, he wouldn't want that to be the reason that he moves in with you. He'd want to move in with you because he wants to move in with you. And now, let's just say if right now he's not paying bills, let's say he's living at home with his family, he would be concerned about moving in with you because then he would have to share that expense. So something about financials could be a concern here for him. He's always very worried about like how you're going to perceive things, and he just seems very like he wants to do the right thing. So that's something that's in his mind. I don't feel like he feels pressure from you, but I think that is something that he's thinking about. Let's see, what else am I getting? So yeah, it's interesting because it freaks me out sometimes when I do readings because I start to get information and I'm going like card by card right now and kind of seeing what I'm picking up. And I just realized that this card was here, Four of Earth. And this talks about literally what I was telling you about his concerns regarding money. It specifically says being too frivolous or too cautious with money. And what did I just say? It says making good business decisions, making good financial decisions, things like that. So that's it just freaks me out sometimes. Like I don't even realize that that's there, but I'm picking up that energy. I do feel like it's something that he wants to do though. All in all, it's something he wants to do. He's ready to do something more serious, get out of his comfort zone. I think he's ready to come into union with you and take things to the next level. But of course, he wants to make an objective decision. He doesn't want to let his emotions influence. He wants to just make sure that he's doing this all for the right reasons, all in the right time. Now, this also indicates a new relationship or a relationship beginning a new phase. So I feel like that's also leaning towards the yes to your question. So, yeah, overall, I am feeling like this is something that he's really considering. He's thinking about it. At the bottom of the deck, you have relationships developed to a new level. Trust your intuition, which is that card there. So, it's definitely being considered is what I'm picking up. So I hope that answers your questions sufficiently. Everyone else who's hanging out, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate the views. and like the long time viewing too. If you've been here for a while, I know that helps boost my channel, and I really appreciate it. Oh, Rocky, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize. Thank you for telling me. Let me pull some cards for you just to see what he has to say. All right, so you have two choices. Rocky, you can pick from the Hidden Truth. I have a mix of both volumes in here. Or you can do my handwritten oracle that I made, that I channeled and made into a deck. You can let me know which one you want. You can say pink or handmade. You can say 1, 2, whatever is easier for you. Just let me know. I do apologize. I did not see that donation, but that's because I wasn't looking at my phone. Okay, so you want the channeled ones that I made. All right, Spirit, can you please help me get some messages from Roberto to Rocky? From Roberto to Rocky. Okay, so the first card out is We Have Something Special. I'm fighting for us. Ooh, I'm attracted to you. This one actually fell into the floor, but we're going to take it. It says, if I move towards you, the plan for myself would drastically change. So I feel like that's just confirmation on what we've already asked in regards to him like moving in or considering moving in with you. I think that he's trying to assess like the pros and the cons. He seems very analytical actually in the way that he thinks about things. So he understands like what a big move this would be. And so it is something he is thinking about. So I take that as confirmation for that. Messages from Roberto to Rocky, please, Spirit. I feel a lot of joy when I'm around you. So those are the 5 messages, but I'm going to go ahead and just pull a couple extra because why not? I want to be close to you. I replay our interactions over and over. That's insane because I literally said this to you in one of the readings that I did for you, is that he's like thinking about yesterday over and over and over. Oh my God, I think you're the one. That one hit me. That one hit me deep. I feel like that was really meant for you. Okay, let's pull one more. Pull one more. Okay, sorry, all the cards just fell out. I can't explain what you do to me, but I like it. I also see him saying, you get under my skin. You get under my skin is another thing. Hey, that is what I've got for you, girl. Thank you so much for the donation. I hope you enjoyed it. I feel like he's thinking about you a lot. He can't get you out of his head, things like that. So I hope you enjoy these little messages. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night. If I don't see you guys tonight, I'll definitely be back this week, but I'm going to try to come back on this evening if I have time. Y'all have a great rest of your night. If I don't see you, you're very welcome. Rocky, no, I do not erase my videos. I've had videos on here since like 2020, okay? Like you can go all the way back if you really wanted to. The only videos I'd ever delete were my sexy streams, like my spicy 18 pluses. I deleted those. But now that I email people their reading, there's no reason for me to delete them because it's not saying anything inappropriate in the chat. So yeah, those were the only ones I ever deleted in the past, but I don't delete. They're yours to keep. And you can actually, if you want to, come back to this video and like comment to yourself and put your timestamp. So if you ever want to come back to it, you can. All right, guys. See you later, Vitas. Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate it. We'll talk later, guys.